Hello and welcome to Flappity Flap Podcast. This is your hosts, Brandon and Sarah, or Sarah and Brandon, either way.
Brandon and Sarah's fine. Hi. Welcome.
So, yes, welcome to Welcome to listening to the show. We have today some snacks and
Festive snacks. Mostly English?
I don't know.
I think the only thing that's not English is okay.
So let's run through them real quick. Okay. So what do we have?
So Brandon has never had mince pies before, which is, I forget. It's not mince meat. That's different.
It's like
it's not meat. It's like fruit.
Fruit. What kind of fruit?
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell Asking me a question. Ask me a question I don't know.
Ask me a question about a thing I should know. So these are Walker's brand, which is a very known, it's like the red and black tartan. They do like the shortbread cookies. Let's see what's in them. Fruit mince, which is sugar, apple puree, currants, sultanas, which I think is like kind of like dates. Oh. Candied orange and lemon peel.
I like dates.
Which has other stuff in it. Sunflower oil, maize starch. Okay, yeah. So it's basically just fruit,
We've been on a date kick recently, eating dates. I bought some, just, some of the generic kind from the store recently that were pitted. And then recently bought some organic dates. And they are so much fucking better.
Yeah, they are.
It's insane how much better they are. Like,
it says you're supposed to heat these. And I have never heated them before.
Really?
I think they're fine. They're just, it's all like, there's nothing weird and raw, but It's just weird that I didn't know.
Well, they might just be better that way.
Well, we'll try them heated later. I imagine it's like a difference between a cold Pop-Tart and a cooked Pop-Tart.
Okay, so we have mince pie, which I've never had.
Dates, yes. Organic dates. Awesome.
And we have mince pies.
Jammy Dodgers.
Jammy Dodgers, which are a kind of biscuit with like jam in them.
Yeah, I wish we had saved them for this, but I just didn't think about it. And Brandon hadn't tried them until just a few days ago, and I wasn't sure what he'd think. Because I love them, and they're very, like, if you have a biscuit tin at work, which we had at a firm I worked at in London, the Jammy Dodgers were like the first to run out because everyone wants the Jammy Dodgers. But I wasn't sure how Brandon would feel, and I feel like it took you a minute because you were like, yeah, it's kind of like a Pop-Tart. But then you were like, oh, I feel like after you dip them into my tea.
They're very good dipped in tea. Yeah. But I don't really drink tea, so it's kind of like, am I just going to make a cup of tea just to dip these in?
Yeah. Well, you know that I would drink it, but we're trying not to encourage that either because I drink too much.
You do.
PG tips.
She drinks a lot.
I almost made some, but I was like, so we're going to have to just dip them in coffee, which is not quite as good.
That's fine.
But because we have decaf coffee and not super atomic PG tips tea for my benefit, it'll have to be good enough.
And what else do we have?
Let's see. We have the dark chocolate orange, is
that a British thing though?
No, but I just wanted to include it with the snacks. I don't know. Okay. And then I don't think these are British either. These are the coffee candies that you picked out.
Yeah, they're just a hard chocolate coffee candy. I think they're from Indonesia.
Made with real coffee. Bali's best.
I read it. They're from Indonesia.
Okay, I was going to say what was in the ingredients. Coffee extract, coconut oil, milk. Anyway, so those we should probably eat at the end.
And then we have the equivalent of like a crunchy bar, which is basically like a fake kind of honeycomb.
Yeah, I stupidly thought it was real honeycomb, but it's just spun sugar or whatever.
But these in particular are an Australian brand, which I forget what the name is. You have the bag over there.
Yeah. All right, there's just not something crumble. Violet
crumble.
We've gotten these before.
And they're in a violet bag.
I think
maybe that's why.
Difference is maybe the chocolate is a little bit thicker.
Oh, okay.
And maybe less milk chocolate, but still milk chocolate.
It's still basically like the same thing.
It's basically the same thing. Really good, but really sugary.
And we got Stroopwafels, which are from Switzerland or something, or where are they?
Tell you.
Where are they from?
I'll just tell you. Aren't they Dutch? It's funny because when we were just watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, we didn't realize we had like a whole season we hadn't watched, and we just like binge watched it yesterday. And Doug Judy, Jake's criminal BFF, calls him from Amsterdam because he escaped the police. He escaped from prison or escaped the police. And he's standing in front of this big Stroopwafel sign. He's like, the best thing over here is they got Stroopwafels. And I was like, oh my God, he's right. Authentic Dutch Stroopwafels. So these are all from Cost Plus. They have so many good snacks. Went a little overboard. Could have gone more overboard.
Yeah.
Maybe we went just the right amount of board. And also we have Jacob's cream crackers, which are also an English cracker, savory. So we might want to eat those first.
They're just a cracker though.
Yeah, but they are so good. They're thicker than like, they kind of look like a saltine.
They look like one of those big ass, what are those Jewish crackers that come in a bag, but they're like almost like a foot.
Aren't those
by
more
a foot?
like...
They're humongous.
I kind of know what you're talking about, but I don't know what they're called.
That's okay.
Let's dive in.
Somebody in the comments might be like, oh yeah, I know about those big giant crackers.
So Brandon doesn't remember he has had these before, and I think you really liked them. I didn't get any cheese or anything. Okay. I thought, So if you really don't like to hear people eating, this is not the episode for you.
I'm going to not eat on the mic though, just because it's annoying. And this isn't like a mukbang channel or whatever.
Depending on who's eating, I actually like the sound. And depending on what they're eating.
I hate the sound of people eating.
The only time that I
hate the sound of myself eating. I'll put music or like TV on just so I don't have to fucking listen to myself eat.
He was eating like a cheese and cracker plate on the way to Cost Plus. I'm surprised you didn't ask the radio to be put on. Because that was like, we didn't have radio or anything and we were just like kind of talking. But
we were driving and it's a little, there's noise.
Such a good cracker. I am a cracker and cheese person. And if you like crackers, with or without cheese, I think you'll like these crackers. Jacob's cream crackers.
They're good, yeah.
They have like an orange.
That's a good cracker, but
it's an orange package with a black kind of diamond label.
And they're a British cracker.
Yeah. Whatever cream crackers are, I don't even know. Try not to make too much noise on the label. Let's see.
They're like a soup cracker. I could totally see, like a oyster cracker almost.
Yeah.
But a giant one.
Maybe they have more sodium bicarbonate yeast. I don't know. Flour. It's just wheat flour, calcium carbonate, iron, niacinamide, thiamine hydrochloride, palm oil, salt, leavening, which is sodium bicarbonate, yeast. I don't know.
Did you read yeast twice? There's not enough ingredients.
I might have read it. I might have read it at the end and then skip back to the beginning. I don't know what it is. They're just like, they're thicker. They're kind of heartier than like a saltine. Mm-hmm. They're kind of plain. They go really well with cheese, and I think I really wanted to try them because Wallace of Wallace and Gromit eats them with his cheese. And so he goes to open the cupboard in one of the movies, and I think he just has like a cupboard full of crackers. Mm-hmm. And then no cheese. Oh, that's why they go to the moon in the first one, is because they're out of cheese. And everyone knows the moon's made of cheese.
Of course.
Would you like some coffee to wash down your biscuit?
No, I'm okay.
So what do you think?
It's a cracker.
Okay. You're not a cracker fiend like I am.
Looking forward to getting into those sweets because I feel like that'd be more interesting. Crackers just kind of like not a very interesting food.
Well, you loved them earlier, but I think because you were eating the most buttery cracker ever, which was those crackers that
have butter on the label. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Ritz. I really like Ritz because they're just awful for you.
You like the butter. Yeah. So these are really good with cheese, but I understand why you don't like them. I kind of like really kind of bland, like.
I'm not saying I don't like them. They're just not interesting. So cut this out. They're not super interesting for a podcast because they're just a cracker.
That's fine. You can say that. I just wanted, because you didn't remember eating them, I wanted to get your feel for them. But you're not a cracker person like I am. No. Like just, okay, so what do you want to... The only thing here that you haven't had before is the mince pie, right? Mm-hmm. Do you want to go with that? Or do you want
let's just start.
I think maybe to have a good, clean palate. So one of them I kind of butchered.
That's fine.
I wanted you to have a pristine one.
Why? It's fine.
I don't know. To have the whole experience. So Brandon's first mince pie.
It looks like a tiny little pie. It's got 3 holes in the top. It's got some sugar.
It doesn't have to have that. There's variations on the top. But anyway.
Okay. I'm just saying. I'm just explaining what this one is.
I know. For your benefit, I'm telling you
it's got some sugar on the top of it. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Oh, shit. Oops.
Some interesting flavors going on there. There's like almost a There's like a licorice flavor going on. There's like some sweet stuff going on.
What you have to remember is that there's peel. There's candied like orange and lemon peel, I think. Mm-hmm. And that, I think, can be a little bit like bitter or sharp. And also, I think the texture is probably not what you're expecting.
The dough is sugary as fuck.
That's why I don't like it when they add... I didn't look very closely at the label.
It's good.
It's less sugary than some of the other ones that really... Because we saw another pack and I was like, I don't want those because they clearly added a lot of sugar.
I really like the texture of the dough. And that it's not like dry. Mm-hmm. I was kind of expecting something dry.
Maybe because the shortbread cookies that they do are quite dry. When I used to get the shortbread cookies like as a gift, it was kind of a disappointment because they're just a boring sugar cookie. I'm having a lot of weird mouth sounds. You want some coffee?
That's very good. I could see myself decimating a couple boxes of those.
Good thing we got a couple. So we got like a box of like 6, which is like kind of a decent size. What was you like a 3 to 4 inch diameter, maybe more. And then we got these little mini bad boys, and there's 9 of those.
They're very good, but also again super sweet. Probably shouldn't eat too many of them.
I feel them hitting my bloodstream. I feel them hitting the back of my mouth, which is where I get like my real strong taste receptors, I think, at least for sweet. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's just across the board for people, and then I feel them hitting like my brain.
I was surprised there was so much sweetness in the dough because the Jammy Dodgers kind of have a dry, not super sweet dough. Probably better for like dipping into things. Mm-hmm. But the mince pie, holy shit, that is some sweet dough.
But you like it?
I like it. I like the texture of it. It's like crumbly, but not dry.
Yeah.
It's good.
Soft enough, but that's why when you take the little foil things off, I was like cutting them because I was trying to peel one away and it was like peeling it from the top. Because the top is like a pie top, but it's a little pie. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, so much stuff is happening in my mouth.
They taste a lot better than they look, in my opinion.
Really? Mm-hmm. Do you like the innards as well?
I had low expectations.
Did you?
I did.
I'm kind of glad.
Yeah, those are good.
You like the innards though, or because you're talking a lot about the crust?
The innards are good. It's a little confusing because there's different kinds of fruit in there, and also some that I can't really pinpoint what their flavors are.
I forgot.
I forgot what fruits.
But I feel like maybe the peel is partly the orange, the citrus peel, sugar, apple puree. So there's plenty of sugar in case you were concerned about that. Currants.
What are currants?
Currants is like a little raisin, I think. Kind of. Although currants might exist like blueberries. Maybe we've done this before.
That's fine.
We've been here before.
Moving on.
Sultanas, I think, are like dates or they're a kind of date. Maybe. No. Are sultanas the yellow raisin? You know?
I don't know.
You've seen those like in fruit mixes, right?
It just feels like a can't put my finger on it fruit mix.
Oh, sultana's a grape.
Oh.
Yeah, they're the yellow like raisiny things. That's where they come from.
I bet mince pie would be really good with just a little layer of date.
Inside? Mm-hmm. You don't think it needs all this other stuff?
I think it's good.
Candied orange and lemon peel. Yeah, plenty of sugar again.
Did they label it twice?
Well,
sugar
because in parentheses...
and sugar and currants and sugar.
Because they have to tell you what's in the candied orange and lemon peel, which is orange peel, glucose, fructose syrup, sugar, lemon peel, acidity regulator, citric acid.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So really all natural. Well, I'm glad. So, but you are kind of more blown away by the crust is what I'm getting. And you're kind of like, the filling doesn't take away, but it doesn't necessarily make the mince pie, which is
like
interesting.
The filling. I just don't know how, when there's so many ingredients in a thing, I don't know, like, I can't give you like a straight answer of like, yeah, I like it. Mm-hmm. There's a lot going on.
But you said you could easily decimate a box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess that's all we need to take away.
There's just a lot going on with the fruit filling. That's all
I think
I'm
we
saying.
Both need a swig of a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Drink break. Drink break.
Should we have like elevator music to... No, I'm kidding.
Good.
Okay, what do you want to do next? Do we kind of work... I don't know. They're all probably equally sugary.
Anyone.
I think the hard candy should go at the end. Maybe the dark chocolate should go towards the end too, because it'll be overpowering. What about...
You choose. It doesn't matter.
Why don't you go for the honeycomb?
Okay.
Whatever.
I'm going to grab a honeycomb
What
thing.
are these called again?
something bits or something.
Violet crumble.
Violet crumble.
Violet crumble.
I really like these a lot.
This fake honeycomb shit is the shit.
We need these in America. Like,
we have them. It's cost plus. They're just marked up like 5 times.
but what I'm saying is we need like an American brand that makes these.
It is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. We're going to be so fat by the end of December.
Let's do it.
What is in? I mean, is it just... Whoops.
Butter, sugar.
Sugar, palm oil, wheat, glucose syrup, whey, milk, cocoa powder, leavening.
And we're trying to kind of avoid palm oil because of the whole...
Beef gelatin.
decimation of the rainforest over it, right?
Yeah, in wherever the orangutans are. Why am I drawing a blank?
It's not like a renewable... Or they're not making it like a renewable...
Not a sustainable resource.
Sustainable resource.
I think
they're just kind of hacking it down and not...
Oh, was it Jammy Dodgers that you were reading? They were like environmentally sourced ingredients.
Yeah.
Did they have like a palm oil substitute, or they just...
I don't know that they use it.
Can they make like a synthetic palm oil, or is that
well, you
just
can
some
use other
kind of
oils.
oil?
I mean, there's like coconut oil and stuff you can use,
Yeah.
but it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And all these companies, you know, to maximize profits, they are shitting on the planet.
And we're eating it.
Well,
okay, so after this, we won't buy any more of these.
That's true.
Sorry, it's making me sniffly. It's, this is your body's way of telling you.
I would pay a little bit more for a product that is not like ruining the planet.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't feel like I need to ask you what you think about the Violet Crumble,
They're
aka
so
Crunchy
tasty.
Bar
Yeah,
imitator.
Crunchy bars.
I mean, I don't know what came first, but probably the Crunchy Bar.
I like both of them the same.
Oh yeah, I don't really detect a difference, but they're really good.
Mm-hmm. Next up, Jammy Dodger.
Yeah,
Go.
your favorite. Okay, here, you want to dip it in my coffee?
No.
You want to dig your
Dick it
Dodger
in the
my coffee?
Jammy Dodgers are so nice. Yeah, and apparently they're all like healthy or something in a way.
Environmentally friendly. It's raspberry flavoring. No nasty stuff. We're jammy enough.
Read the top.
But I was reading the front.
You animal.
I was reading the front. Come on. Artificial flavors, colors, no. Flavors, no. Artificial sweeteners, nah. GM ingredients, never. Hydrogenated fats, nada. Vegan friendly, yeah. Enriched flour, all kinds of other stuff in there. Raspberry flavor, apple jam, sugar,
Raspberry
glycerol.
flavors, so they got beaver butts in it.
Sugar, glycerol, citric acid, sodium citrates, black carrot juice, wow.
What is that?
Vegetable oils, sustainable palm.
What even is that?
I thought palm was not, by definition, sustainable. I guess,
Well, does it say sustainable?
yeah.
Oh.
And something called rapeseed. That sounds sinister. Anyway, they really kind of nailed the raspberry flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't ever remember what that flavor was. I assumed it was strawberry, but it looks like they did rebranding because I remember the package looking different. Wait. Were you just going to dive right into the next thing with that?
It's staring me in the face.
They're so easy. Okay, so the Stroopwafels are, you can get like the mini guys. You can get the big ones that are like, 4 or 5 inches in diameter. I'm not good at math.
They're enormous, and it's a lot of sugar all at once.
Yeah. And you can also get the mini ones, which is like, the size of a silver dollar.
Yeah.
And you dip it in your coffee, and it's like wafer thin, because it's a wafer with an even thinner layer of either honey or caramel, or wasn't there a third? Maybe chocolate? There's like a third kind, I think.
Oh, I didn't see the third one.
Honey and caramel taste very similar, but I like caramel just on principle better in my candy. I love honey, but I kind of want like...
I like the honey because it's a little more mild.
Yeah.
And
okay.
the caramel is just a little too much. It's very sweet. It's a little too rich.
So I remember the first time I had a Stroopwafel is, I think we were kind of poor at our house. This is years ago. And I went looking for snacks.
Stroopwafel.
And my mom had a package of them, and there were a few left. And I kept seeing them, but I thought it was like some grown-up boring thing.
Yeah.
And finally I opened them, and I was like, this looks interesting. And I ate it, and I was like, oh my fucking God. And I like...
Mom's not going to have any more of these.
I don't even think she knew they were there. I don't think she knew they were missing. And I was like, we didn't have a lot of food. Like, we weren't starving. We didn't have a lot of food. And I just...
Yeah, you had to improvise sometimes.
Improvise, aka steal from my mom's whatever.
Trove.
I ate them all, and I And I remember like when I saw them at probably Cost Plus and I was like, or Trader Joe's, and I was like, oh my God, this is them.
Mm-hmm.
Reunited and it feels so good. Saved my life from starvation that one time. Okay, ready to dive in? Oh, this you want to probably dip, no?
So that's a honey one you're eating right now.
Oh, okay, here.
Oh, you don't want honey?
Well, we'll both do honey.
Okay.
You want a dip?
Sure.
You want a lucky dip?
I'll do a coffee dip.
It's a little cold.
Better in tea.
I think all dippables are better in tea.
I'm not a fan of dipping things into coffee.
Except for donuts. I like dipping donuts
Even
in coffee.
donuts. When I was younger, I used to see like, in cartoons like The Simpsons and stuff, dipping a donut in coffee.
That's where I got the idea.
I would think, wow, that's like amazing. It looks so good. But then you try it and it's like, basically I just ruined my donut.
Not in my opinion. Because the donut's so sweet and the coffee kind of cuts that. There's a lot of saliva. So basically this is like you're eating like a waffle cone. Waffle, but flattened, cut in a circle, and there's honey or caramel squished between it. And it's just so fucking good.
I like that one. The honey one is better in my opinion.
Okay.
So here's the caramel one.
Yeah. I don't know if I really do taste. I think it's more for me. It's a thing of principle,
I'm not going to dip this one.
Okay.
It's like a perfect mouth size little like cookie. Smaller than an Oreo, I think.
It's like I feel like it's like a Pringle. Like, obviously you don't just eat one Pringle, but I feel like once you pop, you can't stop these. It was a mistake bringing these home. What do you think? How does it rank so far among all the others?
Very good. I don't...
What's your top so far? Obviously, Jacob's crackers are the bottom.
I kind of want another mince pie.
Finish that one.
I really like those.
You want to finish that?
That's
or finish
okay.
it after the episode? Okay.
Through, yeah.
So, I think we just have the chocolate orange and then the hard candy, the coffee candies.
So let's just do the orange and then let's do maybe a little quick ranking of which...
Okay. I mean, obviously we've had these before. Sorry. I didn't used to like these. I think it's kind of an acquired taste for me. I don't usually like citrus in my chocolate. It's very like, not contradictory, but...
Conflicting flavors.
And I definitely don't want milk chocolate anymore. I mean, and stuff like this. If I'm just eating chocolate, I want it to be dark chocolate. If I'm eating a crunchy bar, milk chocolate's okay. If I'm eating like a candy bar. But with this is something.
This is good. I like how smooth it is.
Like texture-wise or just the flavor?
All of it. All of it. Also, it's a nostalgia thing for me. Because sometimes my mom would go out and buy chocolate oranges. So fucking good.
I always just thought it was sort of like a... I don't want to say lazy treat, lazy gift.
You think it's a lazy gift?
No, I used to think that. Or like, I feel like, yeah, it'd be like getting like black licorice or licorice for me. It used to be like...
Really? Wow.
And now, as I've grown and matured...
Oh, man.
I appreciate this. This is like a good post-meal, just have a wedge or two of dark chocolate orange.
They're good. So I would rank them...
So what do we have? We have...
Mince pie and crunchy bar at the top, I think.
Like they're warring for number one?
I think so. And then next...
I'm going to have to press you for a decision on that.
Next will be Jammy Dodger. And then next...
Dark chocolate orange?
Yeah.
So far? I doubt the candy's going to bump that, but could be. Just because hard candies.
Well, I think they're an Indonesian thing, so they're not like a British snack.
Are we missing something? And where does Stroopwafel fall? After chocolate orange?
I think so. Because they're a little rich. Like, I know the chocolate's sweet, but like...
Maybe if you just had one, you would have felt differently. Because, I think it's like that thing, if you have a second one, you're like, that was too much. And it taints your memory.
Okay, the honey one I like more than the caramel one. Because the honey is it's more subtle sweetness. Whereas the caramel is just like, holy shit, I'm eating candy.
It might have been because we had the caramel after the honey.
I'm eating candy in the morning with my tea.
Yeah, I feel like I actually couldn't kind of distinguish the caramel taste. Either because like I felt the honey was more of a distinct taste, or it kind of ruined me for the second one because it was so sweet already.
I think the honey one's not as sweet.
Okay, interesting. It might have a more distinct taste though because it's honey and not, like it doesn't taste as much like sugar, maybe. Okay, so if you had to choose between never having a No, never having a mince pie or never having a crunchy bar or violet crumble, because those were your top two, right?
Yeah.
What would you?
I don't know. I think
without?
they're on equal ground. I really don't know which I would choose. I like them both a lot.
I'm holding a gun to their heads.
Oh, okay.
You have to choose.
So you're making this real.
Yeah.
You're making this serious.
These are your children.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And don't think about health. Don't think about your teeth. Just think about your.
Can I shoot you in this scenario?
No, I have the gun. There's only one gun. And if I shoot one of them, it means you can't go scrambling around and picking it up and eating it.
Can you just shoot me?
Wow. If that's your answer.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think so.
Wow. Oh, Dad's gone. So we just have to do for each other now. Okay.
So which is your favorite of all those that we snacked on?
Well, like I think in my mind, mince pie is a Christmas thing only. And I enjoy the experience because I love a little pie, especially the little ones. Because my very first mince pie was I went with my friend Maddie to this little children's choir at the Bank of England. They had like a little weird reception. Wasn't weird, but it was just like a thing for the public. But you could go in and listen to
Bunch
these
of freaks.
little boys with super high voices singing. And then they had like free mince pies at the end. And I was like, oh my God, I've never had a mince pie. I had no idea what to expect. And
you were excited about it?
I had a mini one. And the fact that they were mini was like even cuter. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God. So I have that nostalgia, but it's a Christmas thing. And crunchy or violet crumble, whatever. I can have that all year round.
So mince pie is just for Christmas. For you or for British
They
people?
might have it at like Cost Plus, I don't know, but it's a Christmas thing.
Okay, so British people don't eat them on the reg.
I don't believe so. There might be weird people who just like, like people who eat
Weird people.
pie all year round. But I think in my mind,
I'm kind of one of those.
they're good, but I am a chocolate fake honeycomb. I think I'd have to go with the crunchy.
You think Crunchy Bar is the
crumble,
best?
Crunchy.
I mean, anybody out there, if you have not had a Crunchy Bar, give it a try.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't get any more Curly Wurlies. I don't know if they have Curly Wurlies at Cost Plus.
Oh, okay. So Sarah bought some Curly Wurlies already like a week or so ago, and they're basically like a strung out milk dud.
Yeah. So if you really like a really chewy, kind of harder caramel wrapped in
Chocolate.
a thinnish layer of chocolate. And they're thin. They're really easy to get through really quickly because it's a thin candy bar.
Yeah.
I think I like them more than you do. But they're really good.
I thought they're okay, but I feel like milk duds are a lot more convenient because you can just take one and pop it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Curly Wurly, it's like trying to like chew it off. And while you're...
I cut them. I just cut them now.
But I'm just saying, if you're just out and about just trying to eat a candy bar, you take a bite of it, and it's going to be like crumbling chocolate on you, or it's going to be like fighting you because it's kind of a tough caramel or whatever it is.
I think the reason I prefer them to a milk dud is the milk duds are so thick comparatively that they get stuck in your teeth.
That's true.
And you're like digging them out with your finger from your molar. And I think the Curly Wurly is already thin enough.
Yeah, but you still have, it still gets stuck to your teeth because it's a caramel type.
I know, but it's not the same as like... I've eaten my fair share of milk duds in the movie theater,
Okay. Well, I think milk duds are more convenient to eat.
Okay. Superior? I guess they taste like exactly the same.
Yeah, they do.
The cool thing about milk duds is you can suck the chocolate off, and that's fun. But then you're still stuck with that glob of hard, teeth-pulling caramel. Mm-hmm. All right, do you want to taste these little coffee? Oops, now they're stuck to the plate.
Sure, I'll taste the coffee.
Bali something?
Mm-hmm. They're from Indonesia, made with Indonesian coffee. Real coffee. Real coffee. They're called Bali's Best Coffee Candy in a little black bag. I like coffee candy. I should buy it more often. No.
I think you're becoming a little more of a coffee guy. Because,
since my Bailey's addiction.
Yeah, a little bit.
Coffee with Bailey's Irish cream is so good. Mm-hmm. Good. It's so fucking good. How have I not had it before now?
Yeah, it is very sugary, but it's like...
This candy or Bailey's?
Bailey's.
It's pretty sweet, but I mean, it's, it's basically like adding a sweetener to your coffee. I might spit this out because otherwise I'm going to be doing sucking sounds for the rest of the episode.
Didn't bother you during the fireball episode. You're just sucking on a fireball the whole time.
Well, I was being deliberately annoying for that episode.
You were successful. Why were you doing that?
I don't know. I just felt like it.
It's like we switched places for a day.
It is, isn't it? You're usually the annoying one.
That was what, yeah.
I know. I just wanted to spell it out.
So,
I'm sorry. You're not annoying. Well, you can be.
I am.
But so can I.
You're sweet. I'm definitely the annoying one of the two. I fully embrace and embody that. I don't know if I'm using that word right.
That's okay.
I just love to see your reaction because it's cute. So let us know. I think we'll list in the description. I'm struggling to not let the saliva just
give them a try. I feel like all of those sweets are definitely worth trying if you're an American and you've never had British snacks before. They're pretty fucking good.
Yeah, and you can get we got all this stuff at Cost Plus, but I'm sure if you have any specialty, foreign, European, whatever stores, they have them.
Mm-hmm. Well, even grocery stores often will have their little section of foreign treats.
I mean, could be that Safeway or Rayleigh's has these.
I think Rayleigh's probably has some of these.
And Walker's isn't the only brand. I mean, my ex used to come home with not Walker's brand mince pies. But I think maybe they've become... I didn't know that they did mince pies. They do a lot of stuff I didn't know about. A lot of different kinds of cookies. And there were some other kind of currant pies that were kind of like mince pies. But anyway, so yeah, good stuff. So these are what are these at the bottom? Above the cracker, maybe?
Oh,
the candies?
Yeah, probably. Because it's a hard candy,
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
Just hard sugar.
Again, I feel like you'd have it like an after dinner sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Keep forgetting to ask people to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a review.
That was a lot of sugar.
If you leave a review and we know about it, tell us in the comments or something, and I'll find it and read it and give you some, give you a little shout out if that means something to you.
And tell us if you know of any foreign snacks that we absolutely should try, because I would like to try some different kind of little snacks and treats.
Unless you never want to hear us eat on the microphone again, and then maybe we won't do that.
Well, I mean, I don't think this is going to become a thing, do you?
I don't know.
Do you think this is going to become a thing? I don't know if I want it to become a thing.
Well, you're excited about trying other snacks. You just mean off air?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant on an episode.
No. I mean, we could.
You just want to find more foods to eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah, it is. I just assumed you meant for this. Fine. It's fine with me. All right, we're going to go so Brandon can go decimate some more mince pies.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't. That was a lot of sugar. All right.
Merry post-Thanksgiving and in a month Christmas, you
and
guys.
Happy other holidays if you celebrate other ones.
We just happen to not celebrate other ones. And we're not even religious. We just take advantage of the days off and the sweets and stuff.
Well, I mean, you don't really have a choice. If you're in America, you kind of Christmas is kind of crammed down your throat, whether you like it or not. Mm-hmm. So you might as well just try to enjoy it, I guess.
That's true. Damn you, Christmas.
I do like the atmosphere of Christmas. Yeah. The smell of pine stuff, and wreaths and the look of lights and warm, I don't know, just the warm
crackling
kind
fire.
Of feel of it. Yeah.
We're going to have a crackling fire in a minute.
Even though we're not Christian or Catholic, I think we enjoy it.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't enjoy the fervor, the hectic. Going to Cost Plus today was just a preview.
I made a joke when we were out on the road, everybody's full of that Christmas spirit, because everybody was cutting each other off and driving like fucking
ridiculous
dickheads.
Yeah. Merry fucking Christmas in America.
Merry Christmas.
All right, but anyway, have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.